Nigeria's news updates today, May 15, 2025. Tinubu establishes forest guards to flush out terrorists. IPOB lawyer Ejiofor alleges JAMB UTME failures targeted Southeast Lagos candidates. Bill to make voting mandatory skills second reading at House of Reps. IGP re-arraigns VDM for allegedly cyberbullying Iyabo Ojo, Tonto Dikeh, others. Appeal Court reserves judgments in Edo governorship dispute. NYSC announces date for 2025 Batch A Stream 2 orientation course. Summary of the news. Tinubu establishes forest guards to flush out terrorists. President Tinubu has approved the creation and recruitment of forest guards to secure over 1,100 woodlands across Nigeria. The guards will be trained, armed and tasked with removing terrorists and criminal gangs hiding in forests. This initiative, managed by the National Security Advisor's Office and the Ministry of Environment, is a joint effort between federal and state governments. Thousands of young Nigerians are expected to be employed. Tinubu affirmed his commitment to reclaiming Nigerian territory from criminals and growing insecurity nationwide. IPOB lawyer Ejiofor alleges JAMB UTME failures targeted Southeast Lagos candidates. Human rights lawyer Ejiofor, legal counsel to IPOB, alleged that the mass failure in 2025 JAMB examination was a deliberate attempt to disenfranchise candidates from the Southeast and Lagos states, citing widespread technical glitches that disproportionately affected these regions. He described the failure pattern as systematic bias and the reflection of deeper institutional decay in Nigeria. JAMB admitted to lapses and announced a rescheduled exam for nearly 380,000 affected candidates. Registrar Professor Isaac Olomide took full responsibility and apologized. Ejiofor warned that such failures strengthen national unity and called for comprehensive institutional reform in Nigeria. Bill to make voting mandatory skills second reading at House of Reps. A bill proposing mandatory voting for eligible Nigerians has passed its second reading in the House of Representatives. Sponsored by Speaker Tajuddin Abbas and co-sponsored by Daniel Agro, the bill seeks to amend the Electoral Act 2022 to address low voter turnout by making voting a legal obligation. Supporters like Benjamin Kalu, Deputy Speaker, argued that compulsory voting, like in Australia, can boost civic responsibility and stable governance. He emphasized that Nigerians should be part of electoral decisions and suggested penalties for non-compliance. Opponents including Awaji Inombek, Abiante and Mark Esset raised concerns about lack of trust in the electoral system, unclear voting incentives, and logistical challenges for diaspora voters. They insisted that voting should remain a right, not a mandate, especially when the integrity of the process is questionable. Despite opposition, the bill moved forward after a voice vote, with the ayes outnumbering the nays. IGP re-arraigns VDM for allegedly cyberbullying Iyabo Ojo, Tonto Dikeh, others. Social media influencer Martins Osi, popularly known as Very Dark Man VDM, was re-arraigned by the Inspector General of Police before Justice Musa Liman at the Federal High Court in Abuja on a 5-count charge of cyberbullying. The alleged victims include actresses Iyabo Ojo and Tonto Dikeh, as well as music producer Sam Clef. VDM pleaded not guilty and the court allowed him to continue on the bail previously granted by another judge. The trial is set for July 24, 2025. The charges involve offensive and false social media posts made between October 2023 and March 2024, including allegations of sexual misconduct, financial fraud, and insults against police and lawmakers. The case was reassigned after the former judge handling it was transferred. Appeal Court reserved judgments in Edo governorship dispute. The Court of Appeal has reserved judgment on multiple appeals and a cross-appeal relating to the disputed Edo State governorship election held on September 24, 2024. INEC had declared Monday Okpebholo of the APC as the winner. The appeals brought by PDP's Asue Ighodalo, the Action Alliance and Accord Party, challenged the April 2nd tribunal ruling that upheld Okpebholo's victory. The APC and Okpebholo also filed a cross appeal. During the hearing in Abuja, lawyers for the appellant argued the tribunal erred in dismissing claims of electoral irregularities, especially concerning ballot paper serial numbers and discrepancies in result collation. However, lawyers for the APC and INEC insisted that the appellants failed to prove their case, lacked sufficient witnesses, and misunderstood the legal requirements for evidence. After hearing all arguments, the panel led by Justice M.A. Danjuma stated that judgment will be delivered at a later date. NYSC announces date for 2025 Batch A Stream 2 orientation course. The National Youth Service Corps (NYSC) has announced that the 2025 Batch A Stream 2 orientation course will commence on Wednesday, June 11. In a statement issued by the Acting Director of Information and Public Relations, Caroline Embu, the NYSC advised all prospective corps members to take note of the date and begin preparations for the orientation exercise. The NYSC also urged stakeholders and participants to stay informed by regularly checking NYSC's official social media platforms for updates and detailed instructions to ensure a smooth and successful onboarding into the National Service Program. Follow for more. May 15, 2025.